Today's subject, the sixth chakra, your intuitive chakra, your third eye, the Ajna Chakra. Welcome to Success Through Meditation. I'm Shakti, coming to you from a lineage of enlightenment to help you to see, honor, and love the light within yourself so that you can see, honor, and love the light within others. Before I get actually into the sixth chakra, it is important to understand the chakras in general. So I'll go over just a little bit of that. When you activate all seven of them, the primary chakras, we have many chakras within in our subtle physical bodies. They are not actually in our physical bodies, although they correspond to areas in our physical bodies. And what chakra means is spinning wheel. It is a Sanskrit word for spinning wheel. In other words, it's an energy center in different parts of our subtle physical bodies, right? So they do correspond, however, to our physical bodies. And that's why we say, okay, the third eye is located, in this area. The heart chakra is located here. We have these areas that correspond to the subtle physical body and, of course, our chakras. There are seven primary, arguably eight, maybe, but we are dealing with the seven primary chakras. So to activate them, all of them, is literally to unite our energies into one radiant light of self-awareness. It's getting to know you, really. When you landed here, you forgot who you were. When you landed on our planet, when you chose to come back, you forgot all of the knowledge, everything that you've ever known, right? So what happens is that one day we begin to awaken and remember. There's nothing I can tell you that you don't already know. You know everything that I could ever imagine telling you. Anything that any teacher of knowledge and wisdom and spirituality could ever tell you, you already know. So it's just a matter of remembering what it is that you already know. So chakras literally take up and collect our life force energy, or prana, and they transform and work to pass on this energy. Our physical bodies could not exist literally without them, as the chakras serve as gateways. They serve as gateways for the flow of energy into our physical bodies. When the chakras are, when they stop, you do. There is no physical you any longer when the chakras are not operating. They are very necessary for a life force to move forward in this world. So knowledge of this subtle physical energy system empowers you. It empowers you to stay balanced mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. So it's important to know about them, right? And we have been talking all about the chakras, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and today the sixth. The first chakra rests at the base of the spine. It is where your energy rests. The second chakra is located in the area of, where babies are born, a few inches above the, a few inches below the belly button. Okay, this is the second chakra. It's your creative chakra. Then the third chakra is your power center, where your power rests, a couple of inches above your belly button. Then we have the heart center, the heart chakra, resting right in the center of your chest, where your heart rests. And this is where love sits. Right? Then we have the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. And this chakra is where your truth gets expressed. Then we have the third eye that we're going to be discussing today. The third eye rests in the center of your forehead, an inch or so above your eyebrows, right in the center of your forehead. It is the center of perception, of consciousness, and intuition. It is your intuitive area, your intuitive chakra. It signifies, however, the subconscious mind and it is the direct link to your very highest self, to source, to the universe, to God, the ultimate reality, whatever your term is for who you are. Yeah. You are that, the universe, eternity. That is who you are, sourced from love, and it is where you will return, right? So this Ajna Chakra is where your intuition rests. It means that, well, first, that is a Sanskrit word, right? Ajna. And it is signified by the color purple or an indigo, a very deep blue violet, signified by that color. It means, Ajna means beyond wisdom. It is where your wisdom truly sits when you can be in touch with it. It encompasses parts of our bodies, right? The pituitary gland, the eyes, the head, and parts of the brain. The Ajna puts you in touch with your inner wisdom. In our crazy world, we are distracted, aren't we? On a pretty consistent basis. So to focus in this area of your third eye, you are brought back to knowing the wisdom that you hold within, the knowledge that you brought with you into this lifetime and are beginning to remember. It gives you clarity. The third eye gives you clarity in seeing beyond what your eyes can see, with clairvoyance, telepathy, lucid dreaming that you may experience, heightened imagination, right? And of course, visualization. It's where your imagination becomes more alive. Opening the sixth chakra allows you to clear the fog of perception, to go beyond all of the chaotic nature of this life, to knowing what is true, what is reality, being able to see past the fog of perception. The third eye is also responsible for what you see in the world. It gives you your perception, right? So all the chakras are aligned to support one another. So it's important that they are open. They're like, you know, what is that saying? The mind is like a parachute. The chakras are like a parachute. They work best when they're open, right? So they support one another is what they do. So it's very essential that the lower three chakras, the ones below the heart, are aligned and open and in order so that they can support your spiritual chakras, which rest above the heart chakra, right? The throat, the third eye, and then the crown center, which we'll talk about next week. So the third eye allows you the perceptual quality that you enjoy now, right? It gives you your perception. It allows you to see. Trust is the idea here. When you trust your ability to see, you see more. To have faith in the idea that you know more than you think you know, more than the mind knows, allows you to engage your intuition. We're all intuitive. Everyone is intuitive. Everyone has intuition. It's just a matter of how much you trust it. It also, when it is open, allows you to access your inner guidance, right? To be more mindful. You have a knowing within you that really is sort of like you have this knowledge within you without a need to know why. The mind is what wants to know why, isn't it? And so which involves the ego quite a bit. So what we want to do is we want to sort of put the mind aside to be able to see beyond the mind. And you can do this with the third eye. where the mind is not involved. You know things, you intuitively know things. You can see beyond the Maya, this illusion of life. You can see clearly when your third eye is open. It's a beautiful thing. It is the true, pure connection to your soul's inner knowing. It is all within you, all of it. You have only to access it. You have only to have the awareness of it. When you acknowledge it and you trust it, you see beyond what your eyes see. To recognize that your view, this is a tough one, to recognize that your view is quite innocent, actually. To understand that you truly do have the view of innocence when your third eye is open. You view life with wonder and awe when your third eye is open. It is filled with not only innocence and awe, but also wisdom when it's open. It connects you to your physical feelings, your gut, that knowing of, which direction to go, which direction not to go, as you move each step, each foot forward, right? It gives you the wisdom to know which way to go when it is open. Your gut feelings, you learn to trust these clues. That is a big one, isn't it? Trusting yourself. As you do, it opens more and more to more wisdom, more knowledge, more beyond what the eyes see. When you trust it, your intuition grows as you trust and have faith in it to be able to make better decisions. As I said earlier, you've always had it. You've always had it. You've always known. There is nothing new that I can tell you, nothing. I'm simply reminding you, and you just need to trust it. This chakra, this third eye, when open, gives you the ability to see what is true and right. All you have to do is trust. It allows you to see what's true and what is right for you. And how do you do this? How do you balance this third eye chakra? Of course, through meditation, through learning how to stop thought. You may feel a tingling actually when you are focusing today on your third eye. It is I think it's sort of the easiest one to feel physically when you're focusing on it. There are different poses also in yoga that you can use to open the third eye when you're feeling a little stuck in whatever way, shape, or form. The child's pose, right? That is the one that's the easiest. You can look it up in yoga, is a very good yoga pose for opening up the third eye. Your forehead is down. You can, the dolphin pose also, look these up. All right, they're very good poses for opening up your third eye. The mantra that we will use today associated with the third eye is Om, either OM or AUM, depending on how you like to spell it. But the mantra is Om. I'll go over how to chant that in just a moment. We'll do that together. The mudra, well, actually before the mudra, I'm going to also talk about the colors, the stones that you may want to employ when you're feeling like you need a little extra help with your third eye, right? The gems, in other words, amethyst, lapis lazuli, and azurite. These can serve you if you want to have them near you. They can, or in the palms of your hands, even when you meditate. These will serve to help you to open up the third eye. So when we're focusing today on this area right here, you can actually go ahead and touch it to feel this center of your intuitive being. You'll focus on this color, a purple, deep purple, indigo, right? In the center of your forehead. The idea here is to trust. to trust your inner guidance, to trust your intuition always. It is only the mind that doubts. And so sometimes we just have to say to our, egos, our inner our minds, or we just have to say, thank you very much. I appreciate that you got me to this point in my life, because egos are important to a certain point. We all start, well, it's very rare that a being will come in and remember immediately their enlightened self. It does happen though. But for most, we forget. And so to remember helps us as we move forward, to remember who you are, the truth in who you are, the love that you contain, the light that you contain. Our intuitive nature, our intuitive chakra helps us to remember these things. Always allow, your third eye, your inner light to guide you. It will never point you in the wrong direction. And of course, your heart center, the center of all of the 7 chakras, will never misguide you, ever. When you purify all of the chakras, the lower chakras, through the heart, so that then the spiritual chakras can be ignited even more so, you're able to move forward with more strength, more power, more energy, more love, more truth, more intuition, and more connection than you've ever known. So the mudra that we will be using today, it's a fun one, to be sure. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your index fingers and your heart and your thumbs, and you're going to make a heart. Okay, let's see. There we go. Everything is backward on the screen, so I have to think. All right, so there we have, you have a heart, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold your ring finger and your little finger. They're going to be folded, and your third finger is going to meet at the top. You see this, how this works, right? So here we have the heart. Then we have the third fingers touching at the tips. Then we have the ring and little fingers touching at the second phalange, right? Right there, like that, okay? Now you can place this, if you like, you can place this up on your third eye. You can place this mudra in the solar plexus area. Your fingers obviously would be pointing out, or you can simply rest it in your lap, whatever is comfortable for you. So in today's meditation, what we'll be doing is we'll chant 7 times. Om. We'll chant that together while holding this mudra, the heart, the heart, the third finger, and then the ring and little fingers. You can place them in your laps, on your solar plexus, or right at the third eye, so that you can focus fully on the center of your forehead with the indigo, purple, deep blue velvet light resting in the center of your forehead. And the way that we will chant 7 times Om would be like so. Om. We'll do this 7 times. For those of you who might be new to the practice of meditation, what we do is get up in the morning or whenever you wake up in the day and find a space where only you sit, hopefully, maybe a little corner of your bedroom where you can sit on a pillow or a chair. You may have a table with a candle flame or a flower or a picture of a deity or a yantra like you'll have on the screen today. You sit up nice and straight. You've taken a shower, or at the very least washed your hands and face. So you'll sit with your back as straight as is comfortable for you. Empty tummy, wide awake, alert, so that you don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep during meditation. There are many, many modalities in the practice of meditation, and some teach that maybe that's okay, and that's fine. They all work. All of the modalities work. All of the ways work. The one that I teach teaches to stay alert, stay awake, to energize yourself. What you're doing is you're gaining your Kundalini energy. You're every time that you meditate, you're sort of putting a gold doubloon in the treasure chest of power and energy that you hold within. So you want to be awake for it. Stay awake and observe. Be the observer. So today, as we sit in meditation, this is what you would do every day for 15 minutes. This is how you start. Meditation is all about focus when we begin. Focus, 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 focus for the first years of your meditation practice, learning how to stop thought. Okay. But for today, you're focusing. First, you'll focus on chanting Om 7 times. Your mudra, the hand position, right? You're holding your mudra, the hand position in whatever place you'd like to place it. You're focusing on the blue light in the center of your forehead. And then you may continue, for those of you who are new to the practice of meditation, continue chanting until our meditation session has ended. The idea is that you want to focus. You can also focus if you like, if you lose focus with your chanting, you can focus on the yantra that will be in front of you. Focus on the bindi, which is the center of the yantra. It's a geometric design to help you to calm the mind. Right? Or you can focus on every note of the music. But when your mind wanders, which it may, you bring it back to the point of focus. This raises your consciousness, keeps your consciousness high as you enjoy your meditation practice. You may not, as a new student of meditation, see things, feel things right away. That's okay. But I promise you, within time, within some time, short time probably, you'll start seeing the world in a much sparklier way, a happier way. You might wear a smile a whole lot more. By the way, if you'd like to put a smile on your face while you meditate today, please do. The idea is to raise your awareness, raise your consciousness through the practice of meditation. Today, we're raising the awareness of your intuitive center, your third eye, your intuition, where you're learning how to trust, to feel, to know, to acknowledge yourself. All right. So first we'll chant 7 times Om. I'll keep myself on camera. And then I'll turn myself off camera so that we'll start the music and you can continue to chant. For those of you who may have been meditating for years, if not longer, then chant the 7 Oms and then let go. Let go and let eternity do with you what it will. We'll begin to chant 7 Oms. The hands are in the mudra. You're focusing on the color, the indigo color on your third eye as we chant. Om. 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 And now, let's meditate. Namaste. Always bow after your meditation to say thank you and to offer your meditation up to the universe. Always bow. Namaste. The light in me sees, honors, and so loves the light in you. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks.